So I've been wanting to make this video for, I don't know, months, probably at this point. And the reason why I'm only doing it now is because of one thing that I would like to address about Spotify now. There are ongoing conversations about Spotify pretty much every single day. If they pay too little, if some artists say that they actually pay fairly, and I don't want to talk about that. I would like to talk about more so the gatekeeping and like the owning your fan base aspect of it. So Spotify announced this week that they will be releasing countdown pages, as they called it. It's basically their own pages for pre-saves. And this really got me thinking. Like, I was reading comments under my friend Andrew Southworth video, where there were artists that were saying, oh, this is great, this is what we needed. And I'm obviously biased because I own a platform that offers pre-saves, although it's much more different than just a pre-save, but I'm not here to sell my platform. But what I wanted to talk about is how no matter innovation, like the innovation that happens from Spotify end, it seems to be never, I don't want to say in favor of the artist, because they try to make things better, and they did. Like, I don't think Spotify is bad at all. There are pros and cons, but that's a topic for another day. But what a lot of artists seem to not, I don't want to say understand, but like what they don't really value is owning their fans' data. And with these countdown pages, it's another step and another way for Spotify to say, hey, listen, artist, here's another thing that you can do to drive as many people as possible to our platform. And you will have no idea who they are. You would have no idea where they are from. I mean, maybe where they are from, but you don't own your fans. You can put all this effort, promote your music and drive those pre-saves, and still you have no idea who your fans are. You still don't know what's their email, so you can reach out to them. So I want to go through their page where they announce, these countdown pages, and basically tell you why I think you shouldn't use them. And again, not just because I have a platform. In fact, I think every artist, every person is free to use whatever they want, and I'm not here to try to sell our platform because I don't care. I want to talk about something that is so important that every artist should always keep in mind, record label, whatever, that is owning your fan data. So they say it's challenging to break through the noise with new music. Well, that's correct. Building pre-release momentum across multiple platforms that are disconnected from where streaming actually happens is exhausting and inefficient. That is true. Countdown pages are a game changer, offering the first ever way to drive pre-saves for your upcoming music directly on Spotify, right where fans listen. Soon you will be able to close the gap between where music is teased and where it's actually streamed. Now, this is cool, right? Like, it makes sense. Like, pre-saves have been a thing for, like 7 years, 8 years probably, So after 8 years, Spotify realized, maybe we should have pre-save, But at the same time, they also say fans can pre-save your music, watch clips, and get their hands on must-have merch via your artist profile. Now playing view at home. I'm not sure what it is, but anyway, once your new music drops, we will send a push notification to all pre-savers and add it straight to the library. This is honestly the only thing that I generally like about these countdown pages, because the main problem with pre-saves has always been that people pre-save, but you don't know if they are actually going to listen to the song when it's out, right? So this thing from Spotify at least is a step towards, making sure that people actually listen to the music. Now there are different ways to do it. Obviously, when it's native on Spotify, it's great. The way that, for example, we do it through our platform is when you get lifetime pre-saves, which means that you get your fans to pre-save all your future releases and not just once. So you don't put the effort once and that's it. Like you do it once, but you get the benefits for the long term. But you would also capture the email, so you send automatically emails on release day. This is, I believe, is from Spotify is slightly better, because obviously push notifications from the app itself is way more direct, and that is great. But this actually goes back to what I was mentioning. This is great. Like you can get those pre-saves, but again, like you put all this effort in just one release, and when the song comes out, that's it. Like you need to start from scratch every time. And I think it's stupid, honestly, to not get as many conversions, like to not get as many like things from here's the thing. In music, when it comes to these pre-saves, you usually do one thing, and the return from your effort is is not that high. Like you get those pre-saves, you spend money on ads, like you run ad campaigns, you spend thousands of dollars to drive pre-saves. The song comes out, maybe they are gonna listen, and that's it. Like you spend so much time and money to drive those pre-saves, and you don't even know if they are effective, if they are gonna listen, and you don't get any long-term benefit, and you don't collect fan data. So, and I also don't think, like I'm sure, because that's not what their goal is. You will not be able to collect fan data when you use those countdown pages, which is arguably way more important than the pre-save itself. Like I'm seeing this from our platform. We have, thousands and thousands of fans who pre-saved through the people who use our platform, and we see the data. Pre-saves work, not for every single artist, but especially when you get those like these compound effect. You get the pre-save once, and then they stay with you, and they compound for every release. But we see that they work. But the thing that is, again, more valuable is collecting your fan email and seeing exactly where they are from. So you can plan tour. When you drop new merch, you have a way to reach out to them, because otherwise it doesn't make sense, to put all this effort when you run ad campaigns on those countdown pages, because people are gonna do it. There are gonna be people who will be spending money on Instagram ads, TikTok ads, YouTube ads, whatever, to send traffic to those countdown pages. And I'm pretty sure, I can guarantee you that there's not gonna be a pixel integration with Meta or TikTok or YouTube. And you will not be able to track how many people are pre-saving, which audience segment is pre-saving, which country is pre-saving. You will only be able to send us traffic to those pages, and you will have no idea what's happening. On top of the fact that you get those pre-saves, but and I know that this video feels like just a random rant, but I don't know, like I just don't like where the industry is going, but you probably know this, but I think it's really, really time for artists and for everyone in general to keep in mind that you have a moral obligation to control and own your fan base and own your fans, because that is the only thing that you have. Like as a as an artist, as a record label, like the only thing that you can control and that you need to own is your fan base. It's like any company, if they don't own their customers, and when I say own, I don't mean like they fucking own them, but like they have their like contact info and they know who they are and they can reach out to them, you know. If you don't do that, do you really have a business? Like if Spotify tomorrow goes down and you have 150,000 monthly listeners and you have zero emails, you have an email list with zero people, which is the case for most artists, because most artists want to drive Spotify monthly listeners and streams, which is great, because I believe Spotify is a great platform, is a great discovery platform, and it can add up. Like when you reach a decent size, it can really benefit you financially. Like I know a lot of artists who start from zero, running ads, posting on social, they got where they are and they are making a living from Spotify. So I don't want to go into the argument that like Spotify is completely useless, because it's not. It's obviously not. But again, this countdown pages is great. Like it's fine, but I don't think it's any different than what they were doing before. I don't think this is going to improve anything. If not, yes. I mean, there's going to be huge artists that, because their label, the label that they are signed has agreements with Spotify, and they will have to push countdown pages because they have to, because that's part of their agreement. That's fine. But for small artists, it just doesn't make sense. I just don't think it makes sense. Whether you want to use our platform or any other platform, please just try to own your fan data first. So then you can do pretty much whatever the fuck you want. If you drop new merch, you can reach out to your fans. If you have shows, you can reach out to them. And this way you don't have to keep giving money to Spotify to use their own ad platform to reach those people again, which you spend so much money in the first place to acquire, and you still don't know who they are. So yeah, I mean, again, this video was just a random rant, honestly. I have videos here on my channel that show you, how you can collect fan data, how you can drive revenue and not just, numbers. So if you want to check them out. But yeah, I mean, I hope this video, sparked some, thought processes in your head that will potentially, make you shift the way that you do things and the ways that you think about your fan base. But let me know your thoughts down below, and also let me know if you like this style of videos. Honestly, I just realized that I don't have the time for like editing, and I just like to, I like doing this stuff because I speak with artists and people in the music industry, labels, whatever, pretty much every day. And that's, my vibe. I've never been, a YouTuber where I script videos and anyway, yeah, this is it. This is enough of a rant. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you like this style of video. Again, you can find other videos on my channel that, show you how you can grow fans and not just numbers. And until the next one, take care.